Come in.
Hi, my name is Mary and I'm going to be your student nurse today. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Good. Do you have any food allergies, medication allergies, or are you allergic to latex?
No.
No? Okay. Let me provide us with some privacy. Can I get your name and date of birth?
January 17, 1990.
And your name?
Louise Duarte.
Okay. And there's no allergy ban. So if you're ever going to do a head-to-toe assessment, I'm going to ask you a couple questions. Can you tell me once again your name and name?
Louise Duarte.
Date of birth?
January 17, 1990.
Can you tell me your age?
30.
And can you tell me your phone number?
435-256-2982.
Can you tell me your address?
5306 West Stillsbury Road.
Okay. So now, what brings you into the hospital today?
I have a bad headache.
Okay. Can you tell me your health? How do you feel your health is at this moment?
It's good.
Okay. Can you tell me about your pain from when it started until today, right now, this moment?
2 weeks ago.
Started 2 weeks ago. Okay. So I'm gonna do a pain assessment on you. Can you tell me what makes your pain better or worse?
When I move around, it gets worse, and when I stand still, that's when it stays constant.
Okay, can you tell me the quality of your pain? Is it sharp, dull?
Sharp.
Sharp. Okay, can you tell me the region of your pain? Where is it located?
Frontal lobe.
In front of your head. Okay, can you tell me what relief measures you take?
I take Tylenol.
And does that work?
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay, can you tell me the severity of your pain? 0 being the least, 10 being the greatest, rated?
And 8.
An 8? Okay. And can you tell me, is this pain constant? Does it come and go?
It's constant.
Constant? Okay. And can you tell me what you can do because of your pain?
Nothing.
You could do everything? Okay. So now we're going to ask you a couple questions. Can you tell me some past history of any childhood illnesses you've had in the past, like measles, mumps, chickenpox, and what age?
No, none.
None? Okay. Can you tell me if you're up to date with your immunizations?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you have the flu vaccine this year?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any food allergies, medication allergies, environmental allergies?
No.
No? Okay, so now I'm going to ask you some family history. Do you have family history of cancer, diabetes, or arthritis?
No.
Okay, can you tell me the age and the health of both of your parents, your mom and dad?
55, my dad, and 52, and they're in good health.
Okay, so can you tell me what is the last grade you completed?
College.
Okay, do you have any, is your financial status adequate for your lifestyle?
Yeah.
Yes. And do you have any religious beliefs that I should be aware of?
No.
Or practices?
No.
Okay. Do you, what are some care behaviors that you have? Do you like go for a run? Self-care behaviors.
Yeah, I go for runs in the morning.
You go for runs in the mornings? Okay, tell me about your typical day.
I wake up, I go and run, and come home and eat, and watch TV, and that's it.
Okay. And do you sleep at night?
Yeah.
Okay, do you take naps during the day?
No.
Okay, so now I'm going to do an alcohol screening on you. Do you drink alcohol or do drugs?
Yeah, I drink.
You drink? Okay, on a typical week, how many days do you drink?
Just once a week.
Once a week?
Yeah.
Okay, on that day, how many drinks do you have?
Just 2.
And what do they consist of? Is it a beer, bottle, shot glass?
Yeah, I drink tequila, just 2 shots a day.
2 shots a day? Okay, and can you tell me, I'll do a cage screening. Do you ever feel like you need to cut down on your drinking?
Yeah.
Okay, do people get annoyed because of your drinking?
No.
Do you feel guilty?
No.
Do you feel like you need an eye opener in the morning?
No.
No? Okay, so now I'm going to go to the patient's body is erect, his position. His body movements are adequate to the scenario, and he is He is well groomed and he has proper hygiene. He's dressed for the season. And cognitive, he's alert. His speech is clear and it's not slurred or slow. And he is able to make sense in what he's saying and have a conversation with me. And he does not look suicidal, but I am going to ask him some questions. Okay. In the past 2 weeks, have you felt down, depressed, hopeless?
No.
In the past 2 weeks, have you had little interest in doing things that you felt before, like doing?
No.
Okay. I'm going to do a PHQ 9 screening. So, do you feel like hurting yourself now?
No.
Do you feel like life ain't worth living?
No, I don't feel that way.
Okay. So now I'm going to do a violence screening. Do you feel, because in today's society, domestic violence is very common. I'm going to ask you the following questions. We ask all the individuals these questions. Do you feel safe at home?
Yeah.
Has your partner ever forced you to have sex?
No.
Okay. If so, I would have done a danger assessment. So now I'm going to go with my screening. So I'm going to start off with your head. So his head is erect and symmetrical to his body. His eyes are both symmetrical and lined. And then I'm going to do his head. I'm going to feel for any protrusions, lumps, or depressions, which is fine. And then his face, I'm checking his nasolabial folds, and then his mouth. They're both symmetrical. And then I am checking his neck to make sure it's erect with his body and proper to his size, which is it is. And now I'm going to do a range of motions. Can you put your chin to your chest? Now back. Put your head back. Okay, now put your right ear to your shoulder. Down. And then the other one. Do you feel any pain?
No.
So just make sure you don't lift your arm. Just put your head. Okay? Perfect. So now I am going to do your eyes. So I'm going to check his eyes. His eyebrows are symmetrical. His eyes are symmetrical with his ears. Can you open and close your eyes? Okay, there's no swelling or redness around his eyes or lashes. His eyelashes are evenly distributed. And his eyes don't have endotheliums or exotheliums around something and are protruding out. Can you look up for me, please? His conjunctiva there's no swelling or lesions, and his sclera is white. And then, can you breathe for me? Breathe. Okay. And can you smile for me, please? Okay, I'm checking if there's any loose teeth, and there's none. And can you open your mouth? I'm checking his tongue, and it's pink and moist, and his lips are moist, a little dry. Okay, so now we are gonna be checking his ears. So, do you feel any pain?
No.
Pulling his pinna back, and any pain?
No.
Now I'm pushing in his tragus, and patting his mastoid process, no pain. I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side. Okay. So now I am gonna be checking the thickness of his ear and his swelling, any lumps or lesions, and he doesn't have any. So now I'm gonna check for if the skin is intact, if there's any redness or swelling or lesions, and I'm checking also his auditory meatus to make sure the size of the hole. And then I am going to be checking if there's any cerumen present. I will note the size and the texture and the color. And then I'm going to do the same thing to the other ear. Okay, and the skin is intact. So now I am going to be checking his the color of his skin. And his skin is, check if there's any pallor, jaundice, erythema, cyanosis, or if it's pink. And then I'm going to check for hypothermia, or hyper or hypothermia and warm. So I'm checking the warm. And his skin is warm to touch. Now I am going to check his fingers to see if there's any clubbing or if they're in his capillary refill, which is 2. Now I'm going to check for edema. 1 edema is mild, 2 is moderate, 3 is deep, and 4 is very deep. Okay. So now I checked your neck, your hair. So now I'm going to check his hair to make sure it's evenly distributed and the texture. So now I am check his hair, his eyes, his ears, throat, head. Okay. Skin and nails. So now the patient's able to have a conversation with me. The patient was able to converse with me. So now I'm gonna do a hearing, and he answered all my questions. We're gonna do a hearing test. Can you stand up for me, please? Okay. Can you go more forward? So now we are gonna do a hearing test. So you're gonna close your eyes and let me know when you hear. Raise your hand. Okay. Now that he was able to hear, so now we are gonna do we're gonna check your vision. So let me just get the camera set. Okay, you're gonna stand 20 feet away. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll say this is 20 feet. Can you stand here for me, please? But you do come out on the camera, just his eyes are not going to come out. Okay. Can you cover your right eye, and then you're going to tell me what's the smallest line you can read?
PEPCAOPD.
Okay, now you're going to cover the other eye. And I'll make sure he's not leaning or squinting during this.
PEPCAOPD.
Okay, so patient on his right eye has 20/20 and his left eye 20/20. If it will be poorer than 20/30, then I will refer her to an ophthalmologist. So now we are going to take his weight. Can you stand here for me, please? So the patient weighs 155. And then can you turn around so I can check your height?
Oh.
So I'm lifting. Okay. He is at 5'10". So 5'10". So now do the math. That's 70 times 70 equals 4,900 over 155, and then I'm going to multiply that by 703. 155 divided by 4,900. 22.2. Okay, so he is at 22.2. So now that we have that, we are going to check your temperature and your oxygen. So you take a seat, please. So I'm going to discard my gloves. So I'm going to put on new ones. So I'm going to take his temperature. Trash can. We'll say the trash can's there. We're going to do his temperature. And we're going to check your temperature. Normal range for temperature is going to be 96.8 to 100. And then we're going to do your tympanic, so it's going to be 98.6. That's for oral tympanic. So we're going to do your tympanic. Temperature. .2. A little bit low. Okay. So now we are going to check his oxygen. So I'm going to clean the oximeter. And then I'm going to clean his finger. Okay. Then I'm and put it on his finger. Check his oxygen. And his oxygen is at 97, so we want it to be between 95 to 100. So now we are going to take his pulse, his respiration and pulse. We want his respiration to be between 12 to 20, pulse 60 to 100. Okay, so his pulse was at a 32, 32 times 2 is 64, so it's within range, and his respirations were at a 14. So it's within range, so 6 times 2. So now we are going to check your temperature. But before we check your temperature, we're going to check your waist circumference. So you can stand up. His waist is at a 31. You can take a seat. So now we're going to check his blood pressure. So the blood pressure want to be between 120, under 120 over 80. So have you had any surgeries, breast surgeries, axillary surgeries?
No.
He doesn't have any fistulas, IVs, or shunts, or PICC lines, and okay. And okay. Okay, fell to right there. Okay. So when I was taking his he has really good pulse. When I was checking his temperature, I would have wiped it down and put that cap, but I don't have that. And then I'll clean it after, which I guess I could have cleaned it. And then I'll wipe down his forehead in case he had that freezes. Just remember that. So we are gonna take his blood pressure. So what? Okay, so I stopped filling it at 120, and we're gonna add 30, so we're gonna make that 150. And now I would usually wait a minute to check his blood pressure. So his blood pressure was at 118 over 80. So it's within range. So now that I did that, I would be checking. There's a couple questions I want to go over that I didn't do earlier on my assessment. So, do you have any wounds?
No.
And if so, I would note the location, the size, and the executing. And then, do you have any lesions?
No.
And if so, I would do this asymmetrical, the border, the color variation, the diameter greater than 6 millimeters, the elevation. And I want to say that is it. I am done. Before I'm done, let me go